Today, on this episode of Reality Gays,
it's 90 Dayers gone wild in the party house.
Andrei finally admits he's a dick.
And be prepared, Poodle goes on a styrofoam rant.
Fluorocarbons.
Roll it, Christina.
Hello, this is Captain Poodle speaking. Are you ready to find love?
Yes, ahoy, matey.
Love. Exciting and new. Go online. They're catfishing you.
Shocker.
Fiance. Soon you'll be flying to parts unknown. 90-day Fiance. Marrying someone you only met on your phone. Be they French or Chinese, a brand new K1 visa's the key.
Ooh, the key to what, Poodle?
To love. It's reality, yes, let's love.
This is control room. We're camera 2 on Libby. Pull out. Here we go. And camera 2, go to Libby.
Loren, listen. You and I bonded on so many wonderful things. Like, we don't do
Cut to Loren.
plastic surgery.
Cut to Libby.
I mean, like, we don't do facelifts. We don't do those. We don't do like a body lift. We don't even do fillers.
Cut to Darcy. Cut to Darcy right now. Long shot on Darcy. Looking like Madam the Puppet. Perfect. Stay there. Tits out to nowhere.
I wish I was wearing my breastplate for this. I should have used that.
That shady edit to Darcy.
Oh, I fell out.
They've got a queen on that editing team. That was unreal.
Yeah, that is the work of a gay. That is the work of a gay.
We don't do plastic surgery. We don't do fillers. And Darcy's face is like, And it's like she's turned her head so it's the most duck-like. Well, she looks like you can see everything.
What's a problem with this couch that they got? It's actually this. We didn't talk about it last time. This is actually one of my favorite sets they've done. I kind of like this longer couch. It looks better. However, the back of it's short, so they're not. Especially Darcy, her back's always hurts because her boobs are so big. Yeah. So there's no back support. So she keeps laying back there, like a kind of like after a man from the South finishes a meal.
Yes, it is very. I've eaten a lot of biscuits.
Yes, yes. Yeah. And she's splaying her own biscuits out for everyone to see.
She's splaying the biscuits.
Splaying the biscuits. Y'all, this is Reality Gays. I'm Maddie.
And I'm Poodle, and we are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than tearing reality television a new one.
Yes, and this is Happily Ever After, Season 9, Episode 20. And because I normally wouldn't say our favorite, but this has been a really good tell-all.
I have not hated this tell-all so far.
No, and this is tell-all part 2. And of course, we are gays who talk too much. So this is our part 1.
I want to apologize. And
then we'll have part 2. There will be, and we will be having a Finding Mr. Christmas Corner. I know y'all are happy. And we're going to have some call-us too, I think.
Is it on this episode or next episode, Finding Christmas?
I don't know. You haven't told me. I just wait for instructions. Just wait for Scrooge McDuck to point at me and scream. And I'm like, okay.
I'm glad you know how things work around here.
Well, hey, you know what? I get paid the same.
I don't sleep if I can't dictate content.
That's true. Y'all, speaking of content. Secret Lives of Mormon Wives is out. All of our episodes are out on YouTube. That's at Reality Gays. You can see all the episodes and then the audio episodes just because of the way our drop schedule works.
I think we've got like 4 or 5 out right now.
Yeah, we have like 4 or 5 out. They all basically after a week, you're only going to have to wait by the Wednesday after. Everything will be out. Mm-hmm. Yep. So anyway, it's
spectacular season.
It's a great season. At the time of this recording, we've seen every episode but episode 10 because we didn't get a screener for that. But solid 9, y'all.
We can actually talk about it. Oh my God.
Yeah, no, it's been like we've been sitting on
I
a
feel
dick
unshackled.
Oh.
Because I was worried that Mickey Mouse was going to stick his dick in my ear.
Yeah. Oh! You said something about the Mormon girls. Well, that sounds like Chicken Jenny. But it's kind of the same when you think about it.
Hello. Pluto. Hello.
Yeah. Any other?
I'll put a gun to your head.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's move on. Any other? And so
I want to talk about it.
Oh, let's talk about it.
Look at you steamrolling me.
Well, you're talking about Mickey Mouse and a gun to your head, so I'm trying to move along.
You're right. It's normally when you try to move me along.
Yeah,
that's things get
you're
dark.
saying something inappropriate. Yes, but yes, let's discuss Mormon wives.
Y'all, it's kind of spectacular to watch. They're still kind of, the Mormon wives are still working their best kind of subversive game, trying to kind of, I don't even know, like take themselves out of the most, the deepest parts of Mormonism. And they're trying to get free of what this religion has, put them in, and then the shame. And of course there's about assault and sexual abuse and and then getting over that and finding your way out of that. Yeah. And it's absolutely incredible.
About LGBTQ rights and having a pride. Like
exactly.
It's also too, we talked about this. Y'all, if you don't watch Mormon Wives, what are you doing? It's so wonderful.
It's fantastic.
And one of the reasons why it's wonderful is we were talking about this, I think on the 8th episode when we talked to the pod. We've never seen a reality show filmed this way and edited this, like the reunions in the middle of the season.
Yeah, they're showing you
from the reunion.
They're showing you the season 2 the filming of the season 2 reunion, and that was filmed for season 3.
I mean, they never stop. Whitney and Taylor are in the waiting room about to go on Jimmy Kimmel, and they've got them mic'd up with a fucking camera on them, still recording content. Like, these bitches can never get away from these cameras.
They are all at one point with because they meet Lana Del Rey, and they're like, Lana Del Rey, they're like, "Are you on the show?" They're like, "Oh yeah, we're always mic'd up.
We're always working.
We sleep mic'd up."
I think they do. So
they don't stop. I guess it's okay because they're like 30. They're all under like 32. So I didn't stop when I was in my 20s and 30s, early 30s probably. You kind of start stopping in your late 30s.
I don't. What do you mean
tired?
By tired? I don't know if you're stopping. You still do.
No, I'm saying
crazy.
I'm
things
still
sometimes.
saying I did not get tired. Like I did not. I had tons and tons of energy to do everything. And then something, I think like 35 happens, and I'm like, oh, I can't go out every night this week.
Oh, yeah, there is that.
But I'm still young, God damn it.
Well,
just got a little hip issue.
Speaking of we sound like drag queens last night because we went
out and I ate too late.
We had pod friends. We hung out with Chris Farah and Mary Payne and Ingrid because they were in town, and now we sound like drag queens.
Yep.
Because Chris Farah always makes me drink really good wine that really affects my reflux.
How does she make you do that?
She drinks it in front
Mind control?
She drinks it in front of me, and then I see it. And if anybody can relate to that, because if somebody ordered a vodka soda right in front of you, you wouldn't have one?
I would need to do it.
So you're telling me you've done
because I already
that.
had one in front of me. People who are drinking in front of you, unless you're like sober or something like that.
Well, yeah, there's that.
You just have to just drink with them. It's just, it's unfair.
Y'all, okay, another announcement. Speaking of Mormon wives and YouTube, Poodle, I just looked. As of this day of this recording, we are at 8,300 subs on YouTube. That means I think in 2 days, we've had 200 people subscribe to our channel.
I don't like that. I know that seems counterintuitive.
Christina's terrible. Our producer, Christina, is horrified.
I understand her terror
because
I
don't. You're going to sit in it. It's your idea.
I'm going to need a quote of Christina of whose idea it was.
It was you.
I don't know about that. I don't know. I can
Anyway,
imagine I would
y'all.
offer something like that. I think it was more of a pipe dream because I didn't think it would really happen.
I really appreciate the sissies. Like, they are doing.
They're cheating. They're cheating is what they're doing.
Our YouTube
They're signing up their dogs.
Hopefully the people will watch the videos and they just won't sign up. But yeah, please. Yeah.
They're cheating. They're cheaters.
Maybe don't, if you've got like 4 YouTube accounts, maybe don't subscribe to that because then the YouTube doesn't like that. But maybe a good way is to have a holiday party. And this holiday, tell all your friends, say, hey, do you like TV? Do you like gay people? Then subscribe to Reality Gays.
That's
now
better
hand me
than,
that Secret Santa gift, you bitch. Something that your mother-in-law gave you.
I'm sorry. I hate those fucking parties. I just,
I
I don't think we should do white elephant gifts. I don't like it. I think it's just an excuse. Just get together and don't do gifts.
What? Well, I actually love my family, or at least my immediate family. We're not doing gifts this year. We're gonna go take a trip next year.
That's better.
Well, it's my brother's 50th too, so we're doing that in February. But that said, is this also coming from a place that maybe some white elephant parties didn't go your way?
I'm just saying no one likes what they really get. And just a white elephant party is an excuse for people to show up because people think I'm getting something. And I don't know, maybe your friends should be it. I don't really want to go to anybody's party, to be honest. And I don't want to have to buy a piece of shit gift and then get a bigger piece of shit. Or even worse, what if I buy something that's nice and I get a piece of trash?
Well, see,
that's happened several times.
That's happened. I think that's kind of fun.
I got white elephant burned.
There we are. My friend, my best friend Lori, the one I'm going to Spain with, she lives in Dallas and she does a lipstick party and it is off the hook. And she tells people, she said, look,
just bring lipsticks.
They bring a lipstick or a lip gloss. And
that is actually not too bad.
Well, because it can be something that's really inexpensive. It's just, and it's such a throwaway thing. She said, I did it originally because I thought people really aren't going to care about lip gloss. It's just something silly to do for us to do. And she said, but then she's like, this one dumb bitch bought Armani lipstick, which is like $50 for a lipstick.
Good Lord.
And ended up leaving with Wet n Wild, which was like $4. And she was pissed. And Lori's like, them the breaks. And so now it gets really competitive. I want to try to go next year. I never can go.
Isn't it in Dallas?
Yeah. But I'd go to Dallas. I love her.
You'd fly out to, well, but you don't usually go home during that time. You're like,
no.
Can we move on? I've had way too much of your bio.
God, yeah.
Too much sharing. A little tapped out.
Yeah, Poodle got up this morning, y'all, and
I got up early. I don't know. I understand the concept of white elephant gifts, and I understand it's trying to make it so it's cheap. No one has to really work that hard, but like the system doesn't work. Do better, because not everyone puts in thought.
What if you had a party?
Someone just brings a fucking mug.
Well, what if the party is people all bring a gift for poodle elephant or white poodle, and
white poodle party,
and for a white poodle party, you open all the gifts and distribute them to who you think deserves it.
In order, who I think the gift is perfect for.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I think we should just have parties where we bring toys for children who have less than us.
Boy,
that's the kind of party I want to have.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Kidding. I'm just going to give someone money. I'm not going to buy a toy. I buy toys for my niece and nephews. I don't want to buy other toys.
You still buy toys now? All kids just want gift cards.
Really?
Yeah, they're going to get to an age, and I hate it. I fought it, but you get to the age where your nephew, they're like, I would like a Nike gift card for Christmas, or a gift card to download some app to play some doodle game. Now I'm depressed. Let's move on.
Everything in me is rebelling against that.
Yeah,
when you're
I don't love
talking.
it.
I want
I
to
don't
scratch
love
your
it.
face.
Get ready when they're teenagers because they're still younger and you can do fun.
My oldest nephew is 16 years old, or he's 15 years old.
God, you're that old?
Do I need to say how old your nephews are? Yeah, that was a pause.
Boy, that was the wrong turn to take.
You should have really thought about what was in the ammunition.
I feel like I just was on You Can't Do That on Television and you
got
just slimed me.
Yep.
Wow.
Aren't they in their 30s?
Not yet. Dylan's 2 years away. We need to move on now. This has been a terrible, terrible mistake.
Yeah, backpedal. All I'm saying, y'all, if you're going to do white elephant gifts, find something that you would want. Find something that you would want.
Well, I always do that. So that way, if you don't if there's not anything like it, you can fight for your own gift.
I'm going to say this now. Not everyone does that.
No, they don't. No.
Because I've seen some absolute trash.
Now,
not like so bad it's funny trash. That's a different kind of gag gift.
I did one that they would have the party in January because they're like, everybody's too fucking busy.
I think that's a better idea.
And so they would have the party in January, but the rule was you had to bring the shitty gift that somebody gave you. So all the gifts were just hilarious.
Okay,
terrible
that's funny
gifts.
because it's turning itself on its head.
It's great.
Mother Poodle re-gifted something. There was she's the queen of re-gifting.
Yeah,
someone would give her something. She's like, don't unwrap that. I'm going to give that away.
They don't have it anymore. They moved. They were in part of the gay mafia in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
And then they moved away and never had the party. But I stole a present from Neil Patrick Harris and he didn't like it. And I didn't care.
Name dropper. Let's move on. It was really gross, by the way. Ugh, yuck. Ick. Let's jump in.
Ooh, when you wake up early, you're a vinegar baby. You're extra vinegary.
Cuts harder.
You're just mad at the world because you had to get up with the sunrise.
I did not like getting up early today.
All right. Is that it?
That's it. Let's get into the show. So we're mid-confrontation with the Florida contingent and basically saying, why are you running your mouth? And what I realize is no one has yet seen the clip of Libby is the one who's talked about body shaming.
Did you almost say bottom shaming?
I did. Bottom shame.
Which is a thing.
Yeah. So it was Libby who said, "Yeah, but your husband. I'm not going to say that your husband that you body shame Loren." And because Loren still doesn't know who said that.
Yeah, she doesn't.
She thinks it was Andrei.
Andrei.
And Sean says, "So who do you think has the blame here, Jovi?" And he says, "Well, both sides really. He both sides it." He's like, "But to be fair." Andrei and Libby, you went behind Loren's back and exposed some info, and y'all win. He's like, y'all. It was, and then Libby tries to throw her husband under the bus.
She did. Yeah, she's like, y'all.
Fucking. Now I knew Andrei would be a troll. And she's usually a little bit better. She's even more trolly.
She's more troll. Even later at the house when Andrei is almost kind of like making inroads to a conversation, then Libby blows it back up again.
She literally leans into it.
She does.
Go ahead.
I have a theory. We'll talk about it when it happens.
So everyone kind of goes for Andrei, saying it's not right what you did to read those texts. And Libby's like, well, you're playing a double game. And y'all remember, double game is something that Andrei says, which is a kind of mistranslation of being two-faced or playing both sides. Mm-hmm. And now Libby has started quoting Andrei's mistranslation.
Y'all, double game is not a thing.
You're playing a double game. Mm-hmm. I've been double gamed a couple times.
Sure you have.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Both sides win. And And then Yara says, "You put me in the middle when you asked me if they were talking about Andrei being a horrible person or not." And then they start, "Well, I never said that. I never said what you were saying." And Andrei's like, "But who called me a horrible person?" Y'all, this has been his obsession. He is absolutely gutted that someone would say that about him.
And
he can't get over it.
I don't blame Loren for yelling at this point because she's right. She has apologized like 20 fucking times for this already. And she was like, how much more? And she even kind of says, I'm sorry you're so butthurt about it, but how much more do I need to do?
She says, I'm sorry I called you a dick. Yeah. So that it's kind of amazing here is both Libby and Andrei, anytime someone says anything about them, they act so hurt. And it's like a certain type of person who is going to take offense to everything but shout over everyone.
Mm-hmm.
And it's crazy. Later on, this is the scene that we did where Libby said, "You and I connected on the fact that we don't do plastic surgery." He's like, but then y'all, we got to the heart of it.
Can I just say something though about that? Because about the plastic surgery?
Yeah.
I think Libby's a little jealous.
That's what I was going to say. I said, we got to the heart of it.
Oh, sorry. I thought you were,
No. She says, and then you're like, I'm getting a tummy tuck lipo. And I was just confused. And Loren says, I never wanted that stuff. But after 3 kids, I needed surgery because my stomach wasn't reattaching. And Andrei's like, you connected to the wrong thing. It's like, no, we connected on the fact that we were bitching about our husbands to each other and how we got hate on social media. And and at one point, Libby's like, and our husbands were similar, like Eastern European. And both Alex and Andrei go, no, we're not similar.
No. Also, I've noticed just because he leans back, Alex is wearing a cutoff shirt under his jacket, probably because he doesn't want to get hot, but it is so attractive to me.
You can see his stomach.
You can see like a little bit of his arm, the cut off at the arms. No, he's not wearing a crop top, not at his, not like a gay crop top.
You mean like a tank top?
He's wearing, the arms are cut off. Yeah.
Like a tank top.
Yeah.
That's what they call that.
It's cut. And well, but I think of a tank top, but he cuts. Yeah. But I just thought anyway, it was like a little peek. It also too, fuck you that Loren has to defend why she has gotten plastic surgery. It is up for grabs because she talked about it on the show.
Right.
But if you are a friend, why are you jealous or upset at that? And I bet you
that's the problem. They're not really friends.
They're not really friends. And I bet, because Libby is not friends with someone unless she feels like she's a little bit more superior than them.
100%.
And so I bet when Loren getting that surgery, it brought up her own insecurities about how she looks or how she feels. And because she probably thought Loren was her friend who wasn't as attractive as her.
Yeah. And also when you're, quote, team authenticity and someone else does like what you've been against, you're thinking, am I wrong? Now you're questioning your own self.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this was always a friendship of convenience. I don't think this was ever really, they did not build the blocks of friendship here.
I think Loren probably thought it was more of a friendship than it was, too.
Probably. Libby just used her for a sounding board.
Yeah. So and then she finally explains, Jasmine goes, I bitch to Julia about the men all the time. Don't you ever read those texts? But there's this idea where Loren finally talks about, look, we made amends and everything was good. And then Jovi told me that, she said, I was reacting to what Jovi just told me, that you were saying I was making fun of Yara. Yeah. And Libby's like, I didn't say it. What do you mean? I wasn't making fun of her. I wasn't doing it anyway. And finally, because this does not happen a lot on 90 Day Fiance reunions, and I hope this keeps happening more, Sean Robinson says, well, we have the
clip here.
Let's roll it.
And it was not in those specific words, but what Libby said was, Loren said that Miami went to your head and she's made nasty comments about what you're wearing, and bitches are fake. She calls Loren a bitch.
Yeah.
And Lou's like, should I not want another girl that a girl is talking about
That's
her?
girl code. Is that not girl code? And I went, so you're justifying breaking girl code to tell another girl about your, quote, best friend. Honey, you wouldn't know girl code if it slapped you in the ass and gave you syphilis.
I don't think she grew up with girl code. Think who her sisters are.
She did not. She did not. She grew up with the Butthole Brigade.
It is cutthroat in that family.
Who are horrible, horrible people.
Yeah. Yeah. If Florida was a family.
If Florida was a family.
Yara says, Loren, just have to say this. Don't take this the wrong way. But you do tell lots of people that Miami has gone to my head. And she's like, I didn't say that, but I think that you fit in well in Miami. I can see how that sounds like a backhanded compliment.
I wish Loren owned up to that a little bit more. Yeah. She could have and said, you're right. No,
they're all catty this way. They're all catty with each other. And I wish that everyone would just fucking admit it. Sorry, we're all kind of catty.
Because Yara says, like, I don't want to be in the middle. But Yara and Jovi stir the pot.
No, they have stirred the pot more than anyone this season.
Really, Miss Jo. We might have to start calling her Miss Jovi with the T.
Miss Jovi child.
Yeah.
So
that's great.
Anyway, Sean says, so, Libby, you stand by telling Yara to watch out for Loren. And she says, yes, especially now, where I can't even trust her. So the whole idea of trust, where I guess Loren is now coming clean with things that Libby said because Libby basically blurted out something that Loren told her.
Mm-hmm.
And it's these two, the problem is these two never had a friendship built on anything but convenience of being in a similar place. Their personalities aren't similar. There's nothing that really balances out in each other for them. There's nothing that is besides they bonded because of a situation. This friendship is based on a situation, not personality.
To vent, but also to talk. I think both Libby and Loren probably would talk shit about other people to each other.
Yeah.
And the problem is, y'all, when you have a friendship where you just talk shit with that person about other people, guess what?
Yep.
They're going to talk about shit with you too. You probably are too, because you're that type of people.
Yeah. And I guarantee you, it's kind of a small club of people who've had a reality show filmed about their lives. And so you're going to want to talk about production. You're going to talk about what they included and what they didn't.
Contracts, when you got paid, all that kind of stuff.
Exactly. Yeah. All of this is part of the club. And these people never wanted to be friends. But in this weird housewife way, we're now, and this is even more, quote, real than housewives, because these women actually don't know how to perform like housewives.
Mm-hmm.
In a way, every housewife knows they're acting. Yeah. They've been put together. The premise is false, where we know these women aren't friends. They've been put together. Even the very beginning of Beverly Hills, where they were kind of friends.
Libby gets that a little bit more than Loren, maybe, but
she doesn't get it at all. Yeah, Loren doesn't get it.
I think for Loren, it's so personal. It's so real.
Yeah. So that's what they don't really understand here is they're here to play a part. And Libby does get that more. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, Andrei was saying, well, we were going to squash it and all of this. And finally, Yara says, Sean asks Yara, are you friends with Loren? She's like, yeah. Are you friends with Elizabeth? I'm not sure. And then Sean just goes, well, I'm tired, and we're going to pause and call it a day.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Bye, y'all. Get in the van and go the fuck home.
That's as far as we got into this mess. And I don't know if it's going to be worth engaging more, because we try to hash it out later, because we're going to see Noga come back, which I don't think is a great idea.
I don't think that's a great idea either.
It's going to be bad for Alexei and Loren, because Noga's probably going to start screaming at Andrei again.
Yeah, if she wants to get anywhere, she's got to and make herself look better. She needs to apologize for screaming.
Right. Yeah.
And that would deflate Andrei a little bit.
Yeah. Anyway, so they're all kind of Andrei says, Jovi and I are square. So and then Jovi thinks that Libby and Yara should do the same.
So why can't you do it? Because they talked it out, and by talking it out, they threw bottles at each other and then said, let's squash it.
Because that's how men do it.
Because that's how men do it. So they actually didn't work it out at all. So
no,
sit
it's
down,
easy
Andrei,
for them.
because y'all will be mad at each other again in just a snap of a finger.
And it also will go away quickly.
Yeah.
But because there was trust here, I think there was a lot of trust on Loren's side to tell Libby that, because I 100% believe Loren told Libby she was tired of Alex. She probably used the phrase body shaming her. And I 100% believe that.
And I 100% believe she won't admit to it. I 100% believe Libby told her husband that.
Mm-hmm.
He did not go through.
You know why? He loves the tea.
Yeah,
Andrei loves the tea.
Go back
he lives
and read
for it.
2 years of text. No fucking way.
No. They are fucking trolls. They're absolute trolls. I would totally choose Loren and Alexei any day over these trolls.
I feel like Loren and Alexei are much more. I would trust them more. I would know what to think with the. But again, there's still a part of me and that's what I actually love about this Florida contingent and what they're doing. At least as long as they keep choosing the right couples, it's because for the diehard fans, we have so much history with them.
Yeah,
yes, Libby is being a troll, but also a part of me still. My heart goes out to Libby because, like we've always said, she's the best of her shitty, terrible family. And they really, I'm not using it as an excuse, but I know her. I have a history with her. We have this history with her. And so it makes it much different than a regular reality show where you're immediately supposed to care about the drama. I am more invested.
Yeah, that's true. We're back at the Jersey mansion.
Can I ask you one thing? In the van, they were talking and they brought up Natalie like, oh, she seems nice. And Gino said, yeah, she treats me good. And I went, wait, are you together? Was that a slip
they're not.
up?
They're not.
Yep. Yeah. She said you were done. Okay.
The thing about it, actually, it's very telling the way he talks about women and where they fall in his estimation if they, quote, treat him well, which means talking nice to him like a paid sex worker would do or a paid cam girl would do. That's his only. Oh, that's his only.
I thought you said can girl, and I was like, "What's a can girl? Is that like somebody
you open
like
up a can and she pops out going, "Hi there"?
Or I thought like like in London, like back in the day where they wear the outfits with the coins all over them, and it's just like an outfit with cans going bloom 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 bloom. Sorry, go ahead.
I think you could have maybe through context clues figured out what I was talking about, but maybe not. Maybe I wasn't.
I got it later on.
Girl. Damn. Camera girl. Is that better? Should I use the
camera girl? Show your tits. All right, go ahead.
Anyway, that's the context. So that's the only way he knows how to engage with a woman. And when she starts fighting with them, it's immediate like, oh, it's my mother, my nagging mother.
Yeah.
It's pretty pathological, really. He's just incapable of having a relationship with a woman.
He's incapable. Meanwhile, Georgie, Gino, and Darcy are saying a prayer before dinner.
Father, we just give us grace for this food and eat and eat. Bless these styrofoam containers to the bit of our bodies. Hopefully, the carcinogens will not
leak through. Gino, say what you're thankful for. And he says, and then Darcy's prayer was actually, I thought the best one. It was very sweet.
Giving us grace. Yep.
It's great. And so anyway, they're eating and they're just kind of rehashing everything. And
question, why can't we just get like a couple chafing dishes, and they can put food on plates. Do we really have to eat out of these fucking styrofoam containers?
It kind of, I wish they could have just put it on plates, yes. I think a lot of it is probably, I mean, after COVID, but also too, I bet all these people have such different dietary restrictions and they're so persnickety about the food.
Here's the thing. I understand the plastic containers in the studio. I get it. But we're in that house.
It does feel weird.
It feels weird.
It does.
Oh, I just felt like, do we need these?
You know what they really should do? This would be so much for them to do. But people from TLC say they listen. I don't know if they do or not, but I hope they do. And please take this idea and run with it because I think it'd be great. I think it would be great to they get one of these houses and then one of the nights, like they do on Housewives, they all have to sit at a dinner. Like somebody comes in with a catered dinner and they're all like at just one long table. You know, that would get so messy.
It would.
That would be great.
I think it's the money.
Well, there's that.
Yeah. So that's why I don't know about COVID and that because they do that on Housewives all the time.
No, I'm saying that became the norm in COVID.
Right.
And it's like, even like when, because Gone or I don't really see like friends that are on set that maybe a food truck, but I don't see as much as like the food all laid out and stuff like.
But on set, I completely understand it.
But in a house, I would make.
They're
more
in
sense.
the house, and it's like they said, "Yeah, we didn't have time to eat, so here, y'all just eat at the fucking counter."
Sad.
It does.
It does. Anyway, I think we care about this, and a lot of people don't. So we should probably move on.
I think if we care about it, it's a symbol that a lot of other people care about it. Maybe not.
So
it matters to me.
It matters.
I knew you were going to do that. Speaking of, someone, and I don't know where it went. I don't know. It was like suggested to me in Spotify and it's disappeared now. Someone, a listener out there, and I'm begging you to DM me at, on Instagram or I don't know, your Facebook group, make yourself known.
Dicklickers.net.
PianoCat77. Someone created a 90 or RealityGays best of hits where it is songs that we have either referenced or sung, and it's so many of them. And I'm dying. And I cannot find it on my Spotify. It was suggested, and I did not save it immediately, and I cannot see it anymore.
Wait, is this the playlist that when I looked it up on Spotify, you shamed me and ridiculed me and said that I was a terrible fumbling Googler or a Spotify?
No, I
Googler,
still stand behind that. But the fact that you couldn't find it now that makes sense. But I couldn't find it either. But you still can't find things. Both these things can be true. You're a terrible Googler.
I'm not. I'm gonna let you start Googling.
Okay, fine.
Mm-hmm. See how that goes.
But you're a faster typer than me, so
you're scared. You're scared.
I don't want to be a bad Googler.
You don't want to be a bad Googler. Fine.
I'd rather you do it so I can ridicule you.
I will do it since you were recording 4 shows without me while I'm in Spain. Fine, I will take it
and bring me something really nice. Can you maybe some Serrano ham? Can you just bring back a side of ham?
I don't think I can bring back ham, but who knows? Who knows?
Just leave room in your suitcase for a whole side of ham.
Why not?
Is that too much to ask?
It'll be cold down there. It'll be fine. And check.
So that's what I want.
Okay, it's what I want.
Serrano ham.
Serrano ham. So Loren and Alexei are eating alone, and he's like, I'm tired. Enough is enough. And of course, here comes Miss Jovi going, I brought you a friend with
because
Andrei.
I'm gonna make sure that Andrei and Alexei apologize.
And it's with Yara too. And he starts out and says, let's try to talk normal. He said, for both of you, because there was things that I couldn't say that I wanted to. And then cut to, we never hear what Jovi has to say.
True.
But go ahead. Yeah. And Loren apologizes for the yelling. Well, she doesn't apologize. She said, I wish I wouldn't have yelled.
Andrei's like, we should reconcile before we hear from Lady. And Lauren's like, her name is Noka. Well, whatever, that lady. He's like, you can call her by her name. And he's like, she's a lady, I think. And so it's just so gross.
It's so gross.
And then finally Loren goes, oh, look, I need to tell you, Andrei, I never called you a horrible person, but your characteristic a dick. And he's like, yes, I now agree with that.
So now,
we're finally here.
She said the same thing she's been saying, but he finally heard it.
I think Libby or someone maybe took him aside and going, so when we say a dick, that means someone who like kind of a dickish personality, someone who's just kind of obnoxious, someone who just says things all the time in a kind of boorish manner. You're a dick. You're a dick. And he was like, oh, okay, I can understand that.
Maybe, yeah, that he got the translation from. Well, she actually says, thank you for taking responsibility. That's all I've wanted. And Libby hasn't done that.
Right.
And that is true.
And
in
then
the
she's
3
like,
million times that they have talked back in that bar, and Libby has never once taken responsibility for that.
That's very true. And
she gave her a, I'm sorry for hurting your feelings.
Oh, yes.
Or, I'm sorry you feel that way. Apology.
I'm sorry you feel that way. The non-apology.
Yeah.
And so then she's like, so who mentioned the body shaming? He's like, the text messages did. But who said it? And he doesn't say anything because he doesn't want to throw. Y'all, Andrei is at his very core afraid of his wife.
Because Libby will throw him under the bus, but he
in
better not throw her. Well, she did. She did on the show already.
He
will not.
He rarely does that for her.
After he slapped that phone out of her hand, he saw a part of that was y'all. If you know that you're seasoned to go, but it's etched in her brain.
There was a moment, I'm sure they didn't film it, where she said, where he grabbed the phone out of her hand. It was gasp worthy.
It was.
And her eyes jumped out of her face. And you could tell he was like, he was scared of her.
He was.
The next time they filmed, he was like, I'm sorry for everything I did.
He was. It's like the first time I think we ever heard him apologize.
Yeah. He's done that more before. But he's still a dick. And do I believe he puts on more on the show? They all do.
They all do.
But he's just a difficult person to get along with. That's just who he is.
Yeah.
Now, because the friends he has know that he's that way.
And they're kind of starting to make headway, and then it's like you hear like,
are we talking about this shit again?
You smell cigarette smoke, and here comes Libby, and Lauren's like, I'm just trying to figure out who said something, and she basically the whole time, and they even bring it up. Andrei's like, you always walk away from conversation. You always walk away, and then in the next breath, Libby says, we're leaving, and they walk away, and Loren looks at Yara. She's like, what the fuck?
The irony.
The hypocrisy of these people. And Yara says, which is a great point, she says, they do this with everyone. They push everyone their way. Yep. Their friends, their family. Not that they need really, but I think they still talk to Chuck. Yeah, we saw Chuck.
They still talk to and Chuck is like the only one. I don't know if they even talk to any of the sisters. I know they don't talk to Jen anymore. I think maybe Becky. But none of the boys. Charlie's the only brother, but I think she has 2 other brothers. It's a big family.
Yeah. Terrible mother.
Oh, let's move on. Yeah, everyone's in Kara's room, and we're doing Truth or Dare because we need to film something.
Part. I didn't love this part until when they were doing the dares. I was like, this is stupid. But then when they did the truth, it was interesting to see how like none of these people give a shit about anybody else. They're like, let me bring up your relationship trauma right now in the middle of a game.
Eek. Even Jasmine went, whoa.
She tried to diffuse things a little bit.
Yeah.
So I guess we don't need to go through the whole thing, but we can talk about kind of what substantive things were discussed during the Truth or Dare.
I just want to say at one point, Guillermo just had to say to Jasmine, he's like, Jasmine, respectfully. So he starts sucking Gino's feet. And she's like, it's the only thing he'd let me suck.
The only thing he'd let me suck.
And Matt's like, typical Gino trying to save money on a pedicure. Great line.
Great line.
Boy, he he will get himself into this franchise. I got to say, he's hitting all the notes. He knows what he's doing.
Get off his dick.
I'm congratulating him for fitting in. And I'd like to bang him.
But I tease you. You're right. He's quickly showing that he can be a star as well and play. Because look, it's hard to play with Jasmine because she's so Jasmine. She's so big.
Yeah.
And he's showing up. So
meanwhile, the crew downstairs is trying to Gino and Jovi and Andrei are trying to figure out what Matt's number is. And they're trying to, the detective
worst
work.
Scooby-Doo detectives ever.
And then he keeps texting this person. They're trying to figure out if Matt's texting. And Libby goes up and says, Matt, were you texting anyone? He's like, what? And she's like, sorry, gotta go back.
It was so fucking high school.
Yeah.
It was so dumb. And then whereas it doesn't matter because Gino says, if he changed his number, it just proves that they were cheating. So again, nothing satisfies this asshole.
The only thing I was going to say about the truth or dare, Darcy comes up and she's like, yep, gonna throw it down. Here we go. Darcy always is like the adult who's trying to be fun with the kids.
Because it's us.
We don't do that, do we?
Oh, honey.
Do we? I don't walk in and go, hey, dudettes.
You do once you're around like younger people. We both do it.
Oh, that's why I'm afraid of doing it.
Yeah, it's like, Yikes. We do it.
Anyway, I think it's someone says to Kara, do you still have feelings for Guillermo? I was like, good
Matt
Lord.
asked her if he still has
And she's like, I will always love him because we share a child. And that's when he starts talking about, she had a song called Try, and I don't feel like we really tried. And she was like, I was trying.
She's like,
y'all,
I tried.
Nothing is done with these two. Nothing is somewhat, there's no healing. It is still raw.
Well, yeah, and he really hasn't processed it, as Jasmine brought up. There also, I just want to bring up, that was an interesting moment, and also the
Jasmine
moment
did say, I'm sorry, one thing. Jasmine goes, you should have chosen Dare.
Yeah, that was great. You should have chosen Dare.
Y'all always choose Dare. No one wants actual truth. Always choose the Dare.
I did also, there was a truth though where basically they asked Jasmine, like, does she love?
Do you feel the same way about Matt?
The same way about Matt
Gino.
that you did about Gino. And Jasmine's
boy, she fumbled
was really fucking shitty. Like,
this is the father of her children right there. Father of her child. It's her child. Sorry.
It seemed really, they called her last episode a narcissist or a self-involved. It does really make her look like she doesn't have a lot of empathy for this guy. And I know she does. Just wasn't a good look.
She says, she's like, with Gino, I didn't love him in a healthy way. I was obsessed with him. He's like, I do love Matt, especially the companionship, and the sex is the freaking best. But just, you know what she should have said in this place? She should have went, Dare.
She should have taken the Dare. You should have taken the Dare. I did love when she did ask Darcy for a dare. She looked at Jasmine, looked at her and said, and now the queen. I said, thank you. Thank you for saying that. Royalty respects royalty.
Darcy, and then Kara. I don't know why they brought Kara into this. Kara has to lick Darcy's boob. And of course, Darcy goes, double D's, baby.
Double D's. The best line was later in the band where Kara said, I had your perfume in my mouth for like an hour and a half.
Because y'all, when Darcy walks into a room, you are visibly sickened by the smell of her perfume.
By the way, we need to tell Caitlin to make a meme of Kara saying that, and then the next slide is Darcy spraying herself in that bathroom. Christina, remind us of that if we forget.
So then Guillermo is dared to dance for Kara with his shirt off.
I did not expect this.
Ooh, y'all, he moved his body.
He looks good.
And he rubbed his shirt betwixt his legs.
This
And
is a poodle
fed-
move. I've seen you do it.
It is a signature move.
You kind of hunch more when you do it like a mating
It's all
dog,
in the hips.
but you do. I've seen you do it.
Yeah. Gotta kind of hunch over it. Yeah.
Y'all think I'm kidding?
No, I commit to the bit.
Yeah, not being.
And then he
hyperbolic
feeds
here.
her a sandwich with his mouth.
I didn't like that part, but I'm not a food and sex person.
Yeah, I understand.
'Cause
And
that looked like a really good sandwich, and that just seemed wasteful.
I agree totally. Then downstairs, this is where it gets kind of weird, and I kind of understand. Maybe this is like a mixed company thing. They asked Georgie how long it's been. The guys are saying since he had sex. I don't know where we got here because it just randomly got into. He's like 6 months, and Gino, of course, who's been drinking, goes, "You could always do a quickie." You're one to talk.
You sit down, sir. Sit down.
And at one point, and
Who weaponized your sex against your wife.
You don't
Quote
get to
Reba.
talk about that, you asshole.
No, shut the fuck up.
I just wagged my finger.
You did, as you should. If you're watching this on the YouTube, on YouTube's Day, Poodle's
I
wagging
wagged it
his
in the
finger.
camera. That's when I really feel strongly about something. Wag my finger at you. It's moving too much, though. It's
Yeah.
Then I think Darcy comes in and they were talking about, Yara licked Darcy's boob. He's like, "What? You were showing people your boobs?"
In front of everyone.
And
yeah.
And Darcy just goes,
baby.
hey, here we go. And she licks his nipple or his chest. And Andrei says, "Darcy, what's up this sex stuff?" And Darcy, maybe there's no boundaries here.
I don't think
But-
there is. Honey,
but
when they call him a one-pump chump.
For Darcy for Andrei to say, "What's up with the sex situation?" I feel like guys can ask each other that and women can ask each other that. I don't think a man can ask a woman that. It just felt weird to me.
It felt weird.
Anyway, and Darcy's like, "Ask him," then Georgie says, "You're tired all the time," and she's like, "Stop blaming for everything. We both have to want it."
Well, that's the one.
And Darcy, of course,
like,
thinks,
"Do you
maybe
want
you're
to
getting
go?"
maybe you're getting into sauna, maybe the hottie at the steam room.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Chippy.
He's like, "You want to do it now?" She's like, "Let's do a quickie. Let's get it. I'm good. I'm good."
And Andrei goes, "If you're getting it more than 2 weeks, you're going to come while you're asleep."
And then Georgie says, "I do have wet dreams." And I went, how did we get here? They have to
gotta
talk
say-
about this because Sean Robinson, that's probably the only way she came back. She said, "Listen, I talked to the Reverend and I can't be listening to this anymore.
No.
You got to do this without me." I wish sometimes they would just cut to the bartender's face. Who looks really cute, by the way, but does he even bat an eye? Is he just like, I still love your idea that the bartender should be Kimbali.
Kimbali, someone also suggested Juan Hanks
Oh,
as the bartender.
Yes.
Because he's a
Hi,
legit
guys.
bartender.
Wilson, hand me the vodka. I love that idea.
I think it's a great idea too.
You know who also would be good?
Who?
Amber of Amber and Daniel. 'Cause
Oh,
she's
yeah.
a woohoo girl.
She's definitely tended bar. Drank more than she's made, though.
Yeah.
Talks like this, and remember we were at that gay bar. She was just shouting,
When her best friend lost his phone.
and I was around her gay best friend, and he was just like grabbed me by the hand, and I was like, "This feels weird because he's 20 years younger than me."
Remember when I talked about that moment of when you tried to be cool with young people?
That was one of those times.
That was one of those times. And honestly, probably for me too.
Yeah.
Because we were at a bar that had a river in the middle of the bar with a bunch of young gay people. But I'm going to say this, Tamps was fun.
Someone said that a car drove into that bar.
Is it gone?
No, people were hurt. Like a car lost control or a car. They were street racing, and a car drove into that bar.
Oh, that's horrible. Poor people.
Like Charlie's something.
I think it was called Charlie.
Yeah,
I'd go back
or
to
something like
Tampa
that.
though. It was
Me too. We had a good time.
I don't know if I really want to go to Florida right now.
I want to go with those roosters in Ybor City.
I bet Christina would fly down just for that bit.
Instead of a scary movie, can we just get you in a pen with a rooster for an hour? Like a small pen. Like 5x5.
I would stay in a pen with a rooster the same amount of time that you would read your sext.
And then I would need to be pumping up the rooster full of performance-enhancing drugs.
No, you can't do that. Can't do that.
Like something that made the rooster really angry.
Yeah.
Just peck out your eyes.
But that's tough. That's a Sophie's choice for me, though. I would, because I've been in a hen house, and hens are way nicer. It's
They
these
are.
roosters.
Yeah.
I'm
Just spur
afraid. You know what I also scare, and I'm afraid that this would happen. The rooster would come towards me, and just my gut reaction, I would like kick or something, and just kill the rooster right on camera.
And then I would put it on social media and say you were a murderer of birds.
And I would feel horrible for hurting an animal, even a mean rooster.
The rooster's just doing what it thinks it should do. It's protecting itself. And you took that rooster's life out of pure.
And
all
it's
for my
caused by
enjoyment.
you for your entertainment. Are you not entertained?
You're right. I think you would flail.
I really
you would
seriously
flail
would worry
your
about-
Lenny
yeah.
from a mice and men like limbs.
I would worry about hurting the bird.
Yeah, you're right. I can't do that anymore. I don't want a bird to
Because
die
you hate animal
from
cruelty.
your
too.
incompetence. Yeah, I hate
for
animal
sure.
cruelty.
It would happen. It would happen. Yeah.
Anyway, moving on. They cheer Darcy on to fuck Georgie in the house.
Yeah.
And let's go upstairs. Let's do it. I'm Bulgarian. All of you are going to hear her scream.
And she
then
says,
y'all-
I want romance. I want romance.
And of course, Georgie's been drinking to talk this way. He falls on top of her.
Don't fall asleep. Don't fall asleep.
You're like a dead body.
Oh, you catch me.
So there was definitely no sex to be had.
No.
The next morning, that's when Kara says, Darcy, I tasted your perfume for an hour.
She just said that. She just said that.
And Jasmine goes, I'm grumpy today. Not in a good mood. And so even
Kara talks about how Matt is way more. She's like, I didn't want to like you, y'all. Remember, because she was such a troll to Jasmine last episode. But she said, I really like you. And she even Jasmine thinks she's talking shit, but Kara even says, even Jasmine is nicer than I thought.
Yeah. Well, and Jasmine goes, I hear you. I'm postpartum. And Jasmine's like, I wasn't saying that. But and then Jasmine, because Georgie's been throwing some barbs at Jasmine, and Jasmine says, it's so nice to see Georgie by Darcy. I always see him with another woman. Jasmine will never disappoint you.
Never. Never.
And y'all, we're about
That's
to get
the
into
show.
Karen Guillermo, but we're going to go. That's going to be in our second show.
Yeah.
We
it's gonna be
just
the second
talked
show.
about the Florida contingent and that night. And I think we will have a Finding Mr. Christmas corner
Yes, we'll have it
on the second show.
Part 2. But we do have a little time. We can do a call.
Call us. Let's do
All
a
right.
call us.
And again, a call us, y'all, is for people on the $15 tier of RG Plus. It's available only on Patreon and Supercast because we don't have that option on Apple. So, but yeah, you get a little post every month with the password for that month. So here we go.
Hey, Maddie and Toodle, it's Sissy Vicky here. I just wanted to let you know
Vicky.
how much your communication to your listeners mean. You have one of the more popular podcasts. It isn't lost on me when a show drops how quickly there are hundreds of likes and comments. And it means so much to us.
I promise I did not pay
How
this
much
woman
you
to say
care
this.
about us as listeners. Maddie,
Aw,
anytime
that's very
I've written you, I've only written you a couple emails, and I've made sure it's something important. You read it so quickly, and you write back with just such thought and care. And I just can't tell you
Oh, that's sweet.
how much that matters. We take you with us in our lives. We think about you guys when we're in our day. And that's just, to feel so seen, it means a lot. And so I really wanted
I'm
to
gonna-
thank you. The way you guys talk about like Darcy and Stacy, if you met them, that's how like I'd react if I saw you guys. I mean, it would be just that exciting. So
I'm getting teary
thank
up.
you for having us, having us feel seen and how much love you give your listeners. Thank you guys. Glad you're in my life.
Thank you, Vicky. I promise this was not a paid advertisement.
Vicky, send the Venmo to me. You told me, and I'll take care of that. No, that was very sweet.
And we do not listen to these. We do not screen these ahead of time.
We don't know that they're, because honestly, I would, if I had to listen to that twice, I would feel so uncomfortable when people are complimented. I'd be like, oh.
I don't do well. I know you're the same. I don't do well with compliments. I'm getting better at it, but it's still very difficult for me.
You're way worse than me.
Thanks.
Well, that wasn't a compliment. So
Glad I'll never give you one. Maybe do something good. Maybe you'll learn it. Maybe
we
you'll
do
learn
try to read stuff, y'all. Sometimes we just have time for an emoji or a thumbs up. We do that so that we read it, but
yeah,
we do.
And we do
when we're doing a lot of shows. We can't respond to everything, but we try.
People also assume that someone else is handling our DMs on Instagram. That's all us.
Yeah, that's all.
You're talking to us. So if you're usually RealityGays, is usually me.
Yeah, usually you do that.
Yeah.
Because I get a lot on my own. So, yeah. All right, everybody. That is the show. We're going to jump into part 2. But until then, we call these people lonely hearts, everybody. Because aren't we all just lonely hearts looking for love in all the wrong places, Poodle?
And if you have ever been handed some food in a styrofoam container and there's a plate right there, just put it there. Just put it on a plate. It's not going to hurt, and you might not get might have a fluorocarbon-free dinner as well.
Well, call us.
Call us.